It appears Norton handcuffed his two kids tight enough to cause pinch marks on their wrists as punishment. The affidavit raises other concerns about Norton, saying he told the children how he would break into his ex's home to kill her and her husband. And it asserts that Norton once said he wanted to murder someone. So he could see what it felt like. 9 News Investigates dug into Norton's law enforcement career.
He wanted to murder somebody so he could see how it felt. And I always see this comment down, at least in my comment section on this channel, that cops don't become psychos, but psychos become cops. The first time I saw that, I thought it was hilarious. Like, wow. But it actually may just be true. Like, it just may be true. Like we're about to see a video where a police officer literally handcuffs his children for torture. That's their punishment. He's threatening to unalive his ex-wife. And the sad part about this is you see him going from one department to the next, and the second department simply makes an excuse of why they are hiring him. This is the big problem in policing. And what frustrates me more and more is that I still look in the comment section and I still see people or different individuals down there making excuses the same way the departments are making excuses for these police officers. They continue to make excuses as if we're all just crazy and as if, oh, you guys just hate police. No, we don't like the bad police, which obviously sometimes looks like all, you know. From my experience, it's either you conform or you leave. I chose to leave. Now we have a cop handcuffing his children, threatening to unalive their mother, and making statements like he wants to commit murder just to see how it feels. If I see any of those comments down below in this video about you guys are just crazy and you don't like police, you see this right here? These gray hairs, I did not have them when I started this channel, We the People University. It came from reading comments like that. Out of all of the evidence that we have on this channel, and not just this channel, all the channels across YouTube showing you all the evidence, and you still make comments like that. Yes, free speech, you can say what you want. We understand that, but that doesn't mean I can't look at your comments funny and think something may be a little wrong with you if you can look at a video like this and think that we just want to dislike cops for no reason when they're torturing their kids with handcuffs. Anyway, let's jump into this video. Leave your thoughts down below. We'll talk more here in a second about this one.
Cops use handcuffs to arrest suspects, but Longmont police accuse Morrison officer Richard Norton of using cuffs to commit child abuse. According to an arrest warrant obtained by 9 News Investigates, it appears Norton handcuffed his two kids tight enough to cause pinch marks on their wrists as punishment. The affidavit raises other concerns about Norton, saying he told the children how he would break into his ex's home to kill her and her husband. Nah,
Abaya, you're a sour, bitter police officer who quit, or no, they don't say I quit. They said, I read that they in the comment section, they say, you got fired and you're upset because you got fired. No, I didn't get fired. Yes, I quit, walked away, right? Under my own power. So no, I'm not salty. I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. None of that. This is the facts. This guy's telling his children he's going to break into his ex-wife's home, possibly their mother, and unalive or kill their mother. And we still make excuses for this. I'm so mind blown by some of the comments that I read in the comment section about, you know, the guys. Listen, I know it's a thing in this community, you know, back the blue until it happens to you, or, you know, never back the police or never call the police. Listen, if you want to support the police, I'm not telling you not to. All right. I'm not going to be the guy to tell you not to. If that's what you want to do, then by all means. But let's not be naive. Let's just be honest. Let's not be stupid. If you have an officer who handcuffs his children, threatens to kill their mother, talks about he wants to commit murder just to see how it feels, would you want that officer coming to answer the call that you may have reached out to the police when you needed help? Would you want him showing up? How do you know you might not be that person he murders because he wants to see how it feels? How do we keep coming to this conclusion? Like, how is it that this doesn't make sense to some of us? I don't know, but I'm mind blown and I don't understand. But let's keep watching.
And it asserts that Norton once said he wanted to murder someone so he could see what it felt like. 9 News Investigates dug into Norton's law enforcement career. Handcuffs have come up as an issue before. This video is from 2020 when he worked for Broomfield Police. After an arrest, a woman escaped from Norton's car, and he was determined to find his handcuffs.
Where'd the other cuffs go? Threw them off? Where?
After he eventually found her, he told her he wasn't using department-issued cuffs.
You have to pay for your handcuffs?
Yeah, those were my personal ones.
Broomfield reprimanded him for the arrest.
Okay, in all honesty, being fair, I had personal cuffs. A lot of officers have personal cuffs. I want to explain that part because just because he had personal cuffs, I don't think that within itself is actually bad. Okay, for example, you have the department issued cuffs and they're the regular cuffs with the chain. All right, and then you may go out and buy some cuffs that have your name engraved in them so that if you lose them, because for whatever reason, around the department, the guys who arrest people for stealing actually steal a lot. Believe me, they steal a lot. A lot of handcuffs will come up missing. I don't know why, but they would come up missing. So my handcuffs came up missing as well. I'm like, oh my God, like how are we police officers stealing inside of the department? Side note, not only that, once there was a email that went out because of $100 was stolen from the front desk that was being collected for one of the guys that was retiring. So it only had made its way up to $100 at that point, and it came up missing. It wasn't even a lot of money, just $100, but it was missing. My point is this: police officers steal if you don't know, and so for that reason, you may want to go out, get your handcuffs, and have your name engraved in your handcuffs because you can't do that with the department issue cuffs. And so for that reason, I want to be fair. So this clip is saying that he had his own personal cuffs. Nothing's wrong with you having your own personal cuffs. But in this situation, it's what he was doing with those personal cuffs. That was the problem. Let's keep watching.
And also found he sent inappropriate and unwanted messages of a sexual nature to 4 co-workers. They accused Norton of creating an intimidating, hostile, and offensive work environment. Norton resigned in 2022 before he could be fired. Because of that, Morrison's chief needed to explain to the state why he was hiring the officer. In a January 3, 2023 letter, Chief Bill Vanelli wrote, "The information we have gathered does not preclude him from being a good fit as an officer for our department." When called today, Chief Vanelli said he had no comment. We left a message for Norton's attorney, but we haven't heard back. He's due back in court November 11th for arraignment. As the criminal case plays out, the chief tells us that he has suspended Norton without pay. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Kevin, real quickly, I know we've talked about these cases in the past. There's really nothing that can stop someone from leaving and quitting a job while they're under investigation. You can't hold them and be like, whoa, 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 you can't leave this job till we're done, right?
Right, they can't say you can't quit because I'm going to fire you, but they do have to report cases like that when someone's been recommended to termination to the State Peace Officers Standards and Training Board, and that's what happened here.
I don't know if I want to know more about why someone's using personal cuffs instead of station-issued cuffs, but thank you for this report.
So the report stated that he was creating a intimidating work environment. He was hostile, all right? Wasn't a friendly guy, okay? Now, in any other situation, let's just say you're in your neighborhood and there's a guy who's hostile. He's not a friendly guy. He's very intimidating. And if you saw that guy walking down the street with a gun, you'll probably go the other direction. But it's okay if he's a police officer. So the city of Morrison or the Morrison Police Department, well, we find no reason why we should not hire this guy. Just because he made other co-workers at the former police department that he used to work for, just because they were terrified of this guy, they thought he was very hostile, we can hire him. We can give him a gun, a badge, authority, OC spray, baton, taser, a vehicle. We can give him all of those things because we did not find anything wrong with the report that we were given. So we hired him, and now he's handcuffing his little children, you know, as punishment, you know, torture. Hey, it's actually chilly, delete laws. He calls them torture cuffs, right? Yeah, torture cuffs. And can't say he's wrong. You can't say he's wrong. We're watching it for ourselves at this point. We're literally watching it. And here's where it just continues to get worse when the guy quits a job so he's not fired because of the hostility and the intimidation that he's spreading all over the department. Just goes to another department. That department hires him. And now that they have, you know, yolk on their face, you call them, they won't answer your phone calls. Why? It's just me looking out for you. You look out for me. I scratch your back. You scratch my back. This is how it works until you get caught. And then when you get caught, all of a sudden, sometimes you even see the police chief like, yeah, we're going to be transparent. No, you're not. You're just being transparent because you're caught. Okay. You have nothing else. You can't be any other way at this point. This is how it works inside of the walls. As I told you guys, police officers stealing inside of the department. Like, that's the real thing. And then they're going to get in their patrol car and probably go out to one of these big grocery stores or shopping centers. And when they get a call, and they're going to arrest you for shoplifting right after they just stole someone else's handcuffs. They're actually handcuffing you with handcuffs that they stole from someone else, but they're handcuffing you with those cuffs because you just finished stealing from a store. Hypocrisy. You guys keep asking, hey, why did you leave the department? Well, if this doesn't tell you, right? And if this does not tell you, go look at the video on my homepage. There's an entire trailer. The video is about an hour long. I go through all of that. I also have a book. The link is pinned down in the comment section. Get the book. And I go into detail. So if you don't want to read, you can listen to the video. If you don't want to do the video, you can buy the book. But I definitely go into detail on a lot of this stuff, man. So you have choices to make when you're in law enforcement, you know, and don't think this is the only guy who's torturing someone or who's wanting to kill someone or who's a psycho that became a cop, much like a lot of you guys have been saying. You know, this is why you need to record the police. Make sure you record. Always record and also know your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. Be sure to visit WeThePeopleUniversity.com, where you can find our latest YouTube videos, more about myself, why I left the police department, merch, and more. If you have a police encounter that you would like highlighted, visit our website and click the Submit Videos tab. Fill out the video form submission so that we can hold these tyrants accountable. And if you guys still haven't purchased my book, Living in the World of Tyranny, you can do so at WeThePeopleUniversity.com by clicking digital copy to read it right on your phone, or you can buy the hard copy or the paperback directly from Amazon. Also, be sure to pick up your free ebook to give you tips and tricks on how to deal with cops when you encounter them. And for those of you who are still trying to learn your basic rights, register for our course to learn how to deal with police so that your rights are not violated when you encounter cops. All this and more at WeThePeopleUniversity.com.